And still with our focus on the 240 hostages being held by Hamas in Gaza, abducted by terrorists just over 1 month ago. It's obviously an agonizing wait for their families. Difficult to imagine, still waiting for word on their loved ones. Now, 4 members of the Engel family, father Ronen, mother Karina, and their daughters, 18-year-old Mika and 10-year-old Yuval, have been missing since 8 a.m. on the morning of the 7th of October, when terrorists targeted their kibbutz. Their ordeal filmed by terrorists who saw it fit to post a video on social media. So now for more, we welcome Danny Engel, Ronen's brother. Danny, thank you so much. We so appreciate you speaking to us. We can't imagine the pain you and your family are going through, the uncertainty. If you will, take us back to the 7th of October. I understand the last message from the family said they were hiding in their shelter. Tell us more.
Hi, okay. Since that Saturday cursed morning, we start bombing Israel. So usually on the WhatsApp of the family, we are calling, we are asking everything is okay. So my brother answered me that he's in the safe room. And after that, we started seeing on television that they are coming into the terrorists, the murderers of Hamas are getting into Israel. So I called him again, but he didn't answer. So I called his wife. And she wrote to me that Ronen, my brother, is with a weapon, and they are all 4 of them in the safe room. That's the last that I heard from them. After that, we know that somebody talked with Karina, and Karina said that Ronen was out with his weapon, and they started hearing that they are coming into their home. And then the line went down, and that's the last that we heard from them. And it's over a month, and it's unbelievable, and I can't explain who will take a 11-year-old child to Gaza? Who will think to take a prisoner, a hostage, children? It's unbelievable. It's very hard. Every day it's getting harder because we know who we're dealing with, those murderers of the Hamas.
Right.
And all the world has to know it, because now it's Israel and then they won't stop. And I just want my family back.
I can't even imagine what you and your family are going through. You ask, who does this? Well, we're all trying to process who does this. It's a level of evil and inhumanity that is very difficult to comprehend. I understand, exacerbating the situation even further, there was a video posted on your brother's Facebook page with a smiling terrorist. Did that happen?
Yes.
Tell us more.
Yes.
Unbelievable.
It's something like 10 o'clock on that Saturday. I went into my Facebook, and suddenly I saw a story from my brother Facebook that is showing the Hamas murderers getting into Israel through the fence. And after this, the Hamas murderer makes a selfie or something like that he's speaking in Arabic and saying, I took his phone. And that's the last thing that really we know.
It's difficult to make sense of that. The cruelty is difficult to understand. Tell us a little bit more about Ronen, his character, the kind of person he is. Tell us more.
My brother is is always a very optimistic person. He usually, everything is started with a joke and ends with a joke. He had many tattoos. One of them is saying, always look on the bright side of life. If you know from, and that was Ronen. He was He was a photographer. Yeah, he was a journalist. He made a lot of things. 12 years ago, he wanted a better life for his and his family, and he went from the big city to the kibbutz, and they were very happy there. It was a very like something like a little small village. Everything is green. Everything is peaceful. And now, when I went to my brother and we are sitting on his porch, and you have to understand that 10 meters from my brother's house is the fence, and after that is fields, and after that is Gaza. And I usually told my brother, you can they can target you like a duck, but I never thought that they could came into the home and took little children in the pajamas and take them to Gaza. Nobody can imagine things like this even.
And while we're talking to you, we're looking at pictures of Karina as well. I understand a cancer survivor, and also the beautiful girl, so full of life. What a beautiful family.
Yes, Karina had cancer, and for 2 years she fought that disease and get over it. And she was much better and doing well. And the girls, Yuval is 11 years old. It's a happy girl, always smiling, always cheerful, always communicating with us on WhatsApp. Mika, she was 18 years old, and he started something like in Israel. There's something that when you get to the age of 18, you can contribute to the community. And she, for 1 year, started to work with children with difficulties. And you have to understand, this is the people, peaceful people, that they only want to live in peace. But on that Saturday, you have to understand, not only Hamas murderers get into the kibbutz, civilians from Gaza that get into the kibbutz because the fence was open,
right?
And they stolen things, they made damages, they ruined things. Regular people, not you say somebody that is in the Hamas. No. So I don't believe anymore that there's something to do with them, or to talk to with them, or so humanitarian for them, because they show no humanitarian for us. So it has to stop. And I want to believe that the IDF now is in Gaza, and it has to clean all Gaza from the Hamas, and no mercy of anybody. Only because they don't show any mercy on us.
So to that exact point, you're talking about the IDF being in Gaza right now. We have been reporting about the terror tunnels that troops are navigating as we speak. We also know Benjamin Netanyahu has said no ceasefire until the hostages are returned. But there are also reports, and these are just reports, of a potential humanitarian pause for a few days that could allow the release of around 10 to 15 hostages. Reports that Qatar is involved in these discussions. What are your thoughts and your feelings about that? Some kind of arrangement for some of the hostages to be released right now. Your thoughts?
With all the pain, I want all the hostages back together. Not one, not two, not 15, no any agreement of a few hours of humanitarian, nothing. If they don't bring back all the hostages, nothing. We don't stop. This is my opinion.
And if you had to give a message right now to Benjamin Netanyahu, very briefly, we only have a few seconds left, what message would you be giving to the Israeli leadership to work to make sure that all the hostages, as you've said, are freed? Very briefly, please.
I don't have much to say. I just want my family back. Nothing else, because there's nothing really that I can do just to ask. And just to ask for all the world to see who we are dealing with and put a lot of pressure. Every little thing that everybody does matters.
Danny Engel, our hearts are with you and our hearts are with your whole family, and we are all hoping for good news. Thank you so much for speaking to us here on I-24 News. Thank you.